the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
Well, let's go to Indiana to Mary. Hi, Mary. Thanks for calling into the show.
Hi. So, I'm 24 and I'm a recovering pornography addict, and I still like media is so it's everywhere, and there's always temptations, and I've had to like delete social media and just like only look at like faith-based stuff because it's just so tempting. And for me, when I started, it was like watching a movie. It was like disassociating with past trauma, sexual trauma that I had as a kid. And it never was arousing. It was just like watching something and being like, those people love each other, but they obviously don't. And it was that for me. And then I learned that my dad was addicted to porn, and then both my brothers were. So it was like this generational like curse almost of like we all just got into it. And then both my brothers are still Catholic, and they are also recovering. So it's just yeah.
Rachel, your thoughts?
Yeah, Mary, thank you so much for sharing, and good for you. Good for you. You're doing the hard work. I think, when you're talking about that dissociative element because of experiencing sexual trauma, I relate to that heavily of just needing something to help you, again, gain mastery over these experiences that are kind of always in your subconscious threatening you, right? Like that's what trauma does, is you kind of always feel unsafe because of it, whether consciously or subconsciously. And so just you like trudging through and doing this work. And I think you said you're 24. That's amazing that you are where you are and putting up boundaries for yourself. So I would just encourage you to keep going in that. Don't be afraid to say no. And it sounds like you're saying some really, really hard no's. No to certain media, no to social media. I think you should be really compassionate with yourself and really proud of yourself for where you've been able to get with God's grace. That's amazing, amazing work.
And let me second that, Mary. As a therapist, I understand the hard work of overcoming addictions or any kind of abusive self-behavior, right? And and at 24, God bless you, you're rocking it.
Thanks. And I have a daughter, so I'm trying to raise her like with no screen.
Yeah, amazing.
No.
It's good. Yeah, and that'll pay a lot of benefits even outside of this realm here if you keep those screens away as long as you can. God bless, Mary. Thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you, Mary.
You.
Yeah. And I think, Rich, I think she makes a good point. I mean, you listen to exorcists, and they talk a lot of times about generational sin. They talk about the sins of the father sometimes, and if dad's looking at pornography in the home, he's kind of opening a portal for demonic influence in the home of a sexual nature. And then the kids get sucked into that. And in this case, it sounds like, two brothers and Mary got sucked into it. And which I think is even another clarion call to dads, that it's not just about you, perhaps too, that looking at pornography in your home kind of opens a doorway for Satan to affect the rest of the folks in the family.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think even beyond that, like I was reading something the other day that said like no sin only affects the individual, right? Like if we think about what the church is, like the body of the faithful, you are part of a body. So if you are ailing, if your soul is ailing, you are affecting the life and flourishing of the body of the church. So no sin only affects us. And I think sexual sin is where we maybe see that really, really obviously. But we can't just think that this is private. This is only for me. I don't think any sin is truly private because of being the part of the body.
You're absolutely right about that. I mean, there's no such thing as an individual sin or a private sin. But there's this the pornography. There's the appearance of that because I'm all alone in my room, door locked, and it's just me and the computer screen, and so I'm only affecting me, and that's. That's not the way that goes. We've got the communion of saints out here. I mean, we're all connected. And that's the deal.
That was the best of the week on Relevant Radio. The best way to listen to the best of the week is on the Relevant Radio app. Free and always free. Download and share the #1 free Catholic app today in the App Store.